The thing about some of those big, I call them box store attorneys where they've got hundreds of lawyers. They do have some good lawyers there. But one of the problems is, and I have a lot of people who leave the big firms and they come to me because, even though they have great lawyers, they have so many cases. It's really hard to give the kind of attention you need, especially when you're going through, major injuries and you're dealing with a really big part of or issue in your life. And so, you know, you're not going to get access to your attorney whenever you want to talk to them. You're usually talking to a case manager who doesn't even really know who you are. And so for me, I take pride in giving individual attention. I take pride in making people feel like and understand that we care for them as human beings. We care for their case. And so when they call, we'll probably know who they are just by the tone of their voice, and we can give that kind of attention. And so, if that's something that you value, then I think a firm like mine would be a good fit for you. Now, you know, you see the billboards and you see so and so got me X amount of money, and those draw a lot of people. It's great marketing. But the one thing you don't see in those billboards is when they have a small settlement, they don't broadcast that. And there have been people that have come that are upset because they're like, "Well, I saw that billboard and you didn't get me that amount of money." So, but what I think is important when you need a lawyer is to have somebody that you can get in touch with when you need to, someone that you think cares about your case, someone that understands what you're going through and is willing to spend the time with you. To make sure that you're not just another number. And ultimately, what I think is that direct communication with a smaller firm like mine, who has more time to spend with individuals, it helps us understand the dynamics of your injury, what you're going through, what your family has dealt with. And I feel like we're better positioned to communicate that to the insurance company when it comes time for a settlement, or ultimately if we have to file a lawsuit to a jury when it comes time to ask for a verdict for you. So I would recommend, and if I were ever in need, I'd go to a smaller firm. I would not go to a big firm. Not to say big firms can't have good outcomes too. They can, and they have many good lawyers. But again, all those things I just described would be a reason why I would recommend going to a smaller firm where you can get that attention that you really need, especially in these cases where you have a lot on the line.